Generation of FM. There are two methods for the generation of FM signal. One is the direct method and second one is the indirect method. As we discussed earlier, carrier signal after the frequency modulation is given by AC cos 2 pi FCT plus 2 pi KF integration of MT dt, and the frequency carrier signal after the frequency modulation is given by omega I equal to omega C plus KF integration of MT. Let assume this as a equation A. From the equation A, it is clear that the variation of message signal result in the variation of frequency. So in SFM, it is also clear that change in the message signal is resultant in the change in the resultant of the frequency modulation. From where we derive these two equations, the link will be in the description box. So the device from which we can control our frequency by the external voltage is called as the VCO. VCO is the voltage control oscillator. Let assume first wave is of our message signal, second wave is our carrier signal, and the third wave is our frequency modulated signal. What we are done in the basic frequency modulation is given in this diagram. In the A area, the message signal is positive and the carrier signal obtaining the two frequency. What is frequency? Frequency is number of cycle in a second. So here in the A area, the amplitude of the message signal is positive, and in the B area, amplitude of the message signal is negative minus ka AM. So in the A area, amplitude is higher than the area of B. So here the frequency of the resultant signal will increase. So in the third wave, the resultant FM signal frequency increase. So in this area, it obtained 3 frequency. So the sinusoidal of the carrier obtained the 3 cycle, and in the B area our amplitude is negative. So here the amplitude of the message signal decreasing. So the carrier signal, so in the resultant carrier signal, frequency of the resultant signal decrease. So here only the one frequency, means one wave of the sinusoidal is obtained, and again in the C, amplitude of the message signal is positive. So in this C area, resultant SFM signal obtained 3 cycle and so on. So it is clear, as amplitude increase, then the resultant carrier signal frequency increase, and as amplitude decrease, resultant FM signal frequency will decrease. So the circuit which perform this experiment is can be obtained by the three ways. First one is by the operational amplifier and the hysteric comparator. Hysteric comparator is the schematic trigger circuit. Second is the reactive parameters of the resonant circuit of an oscillator can be vary one by one, means we can vary capacitor or inductor. Third one is the varactor diode. Varactor diode. Varactor diode is a simple semiconductor diode which acts as a capacitor whose capacitance vary according to the bias voltage. Means according to the bias voltage, capacitance vary. That diode is known as the varactor diode. It is also known as vary cap. That is vary plus cap. Vary is variable and the cap is for the capacitor. A simple PN diode is given in this diagram, which is reverse bias, and we know that the reverse bias voltage vary the depletion width of the PN junction. As the reverse bias voltage increase, width of the depletion layer increases, and if we decrease the reverse bias voltage, width of the depletion layer decrease. So reverse bias voltage is directly proportional to the width, and we know that the capacitor of this diode is given by C equal to epsilon A by W, where epsilon is the permittivity of the semiconductor material, A is the area, and W is the depletion width. So capacitor is inversely proportional of the width of the PN junction diode. So reverse bias voltage is controlling the capacitor. So we can say that the reverse bias voltage is controlling the width and width is controlling the capacitance. Now the symbol of the varactor diode. For a normal PN junction diode, the symbol is simple, a like arrow symbol, and we know that the capacitor symbol is two parallel lines. So if we combine these two, varactor symbol is like that, arrow is followed by the two parallel lines. Characteristics of the varactor diode is like that, in which as we increase the reverse bias voltage, we have a minimum capacitance, and if we decrease the reverse bias voltage, we have a maximum capacitance, that is Cmax. For the parallel combination of LC oscillator, frequency is given by omega naught equal to 1 by root LC. Let C stands as the C total. Let assume this equation as the 1. If we add a varactor diode in the parallel combination of L and C in parallel, and if we apply the message signal, then the resultant change in the capacitance, because in the parallel combination of the capacitance, total capacitance will be add of the two capacitance. So C total is given by C naught plus del C empty. Let assume this as a equation second. If we put the value of C total in the equation first, then the omega naught value will be 1 by root L C naught 1. If we common the term C naught, then 1 plus del C by C naught empty. Then by the binomial distribution, we change the denominator part into the numerator part, then result in the 1 minus 1 by 2 del C empty by C naught into 1 by root of L C naught. Then the omega naught value will be the resultant 1 by root L C naught minus 1 by 2 del C empty C naught root L C naught. If we compare this term with the equation A, that is omega I equal to omega C plus kf empty, that is the second term of the omega naught, in which empty is result in the change in the omega naught. So in this manner, the variation in the empty result in the change in the resultant frequency. But this circuit have a one problem, that is poor frequency stability. Means if we want to obtain 94.3 FM, one it's given 93, once it given 94, so we have to confuse to which frequency we have to set up. One times it is goes to another term and one time it goes to another term. So this gives a poor stability factor which can be improved in the indirect method.